You wake up from a dream and you've been on a journey. The dream theme is that of journeying, and you wonder, where is it that I'm going? Sometimes it's clear. There is a destination that is really orienting you on the journey. Other times, you don't have a sense of that. It's the journey itself that is the theme and the overarching experience of the dream. On other occasions, we're journeying away from something, perhaps something that's difficult or troublesome, something that's agitating. So we're escaping in a way, on journey away from. More often than not, though, journey suggests the pull of the future, a transition, a time of moving from one experience, one phase of life into the next. So journeying is a particularly potent dream theme, and in dream tending, it's not about the destination necessarily. It's not about where am I journeying to, as if to get to a particular place is the goal. Rather, it's the quality, the nature of the journey, what it's like to be on the journey, in the journey, of the journey, that I find and dream tending finds so valuable, so important, because to really experience, to deeply experience that sense of journeying means that we have the capacity to navigate in different dimensions of consciousness and awareness. We have the capacity to not be fixed or using only the rational mind to make sense of things. Now we're journeying, and there's something of our creative mind, something of our curiosity that gets evoked. And you know how that is. In the actuality of life, in journey, there's something always about the new that is captivating. We're noticing new possibilities, new landscapes, new places. We're meeting new people. That's why that theme of journey is so abundant in everything from Star Wars to mythological themes of going from one place, home place, to the next, right? We are meeting new people. We are experiencing new possibilities. So when journey comes in dream, in particular, I orient around this notion of homecoming. What is it that is taking me from one place to the next? In fact, what is the call of home that I'm beginning to experience, and how is that expressed through the sense of journeying? Now, I want to say, in dream tending, there's something else, and something I find particularly important, and that is in journey, it's possible to experience the dimensionality of journeying, the actuality of the experience of being in journey. Because to experience this place, this space, this capacity opens a range of new opportunities. We can then journey into different qualities and realms of consciousness. We can experience different abilities, have different sensitivities, really see the world in a new way. It's like journey away from our home place, and now we're in a new city or in a new landscape, and things open. The perspective widens. The scope really begins to present itself to us, and we're inside something of the new. So journeying suggests, I think, for the most part, the possibility of the next transition. They are transitions. It is a transitional kind of dream. So in life, in the actuality of our lives, when the theme of journey appears in dream, I'm very curious, always so curious about what is beginning to transition in my life. What is the pull of the future, and how is that beginning to operate on and through me? And that image of journey perhaps is the first hint from the dreaming psyche, the first suggestion that something new is about to occur, that I'm on the way into and towards something as yet known, something of the unknown. So I find that particularly important. The other day I was working with somebody, they were presenting the sense of journey, and they were on a road going up the Big Sur coast. And they were in a car, and they were escaping. They lived in Los Angeles, so you could see that they were leaving the place of the city, the metropolis, to a place that was very different. They had never been to Big Sur, and they'd never been up that California coastline. And in the dream, though, they were imagining themselves, because they've obviously seen lots of pictures, and it's everywhere in California to have that depiction. So there they are in a car driving up this place without a map, without knowing what was going to happen next. And yet, when I asked, what was the felt sense? What was it like for you to be in this place where you've never seen before? And yet you have the ocean on one side and the mountains on the other, and a narrow road winding around and about and over these narrow bridges. What was that like for you? Oh, he said, adventure. It was like not frightening, and I wasn't even speeding. I wasn't sped up. I was slowing down, yet I was inside an adventure. And I liked that because, I've been isolated now, like many of us, for so many months, many, many months. Just the adventure itself was for me so personally rewarding, Sarah the dreamer. And I think that's the key, right? When we're in the journeying in dream, not to necessarily so quickly go to content. Yes, that's important. We will associate and understand, what's going on in our life circumstances, what in fact is being asked of us, what are we missing, all those kinds of associative questions back to our conditions in life, and all to the good. And two, the quality of the experience itself of journeying becomes so helpful and useful. Because if we can embody that quality of journeying, we have the capacity to travel into different places that have never yet been experienced, but perhaps carry a sense of our particular calling, our sense of destiny. So I, for one, particularly like the image of journey, the dream theme, and in dream tending, it's really held very dearly because so many people that I'm working with are indeed in that sense of homecoming. In other words, coming home to a quality and dimension of self as yet explored. Okay, there's so much more to share about journey and this theme in general, and I hope to see you in community where we can open it up even more fully. And you may be interested in knowing who I am. I'm Dr. Stephen Eisenstadt, and over these past 40 years, I have helped thousands of people worldwide, helping them to understand the meanings of the dreams and how to gain insight by listening more carefully to the dream and to the images and figures in the dream. People come to me because they are asking to decrease a sense of anxiety, particularly in these times of uncertainty, that sense of despair or isolation. And two, they come because they're interested in supporting well-being and supporting their sense of creativity to reignite that creative spark that moves through all of us. If these two ideas or any of these ideas are of interest to you, there are two ways that you can join us. First is you can come and get involved with our dream tending community. We would love to see you there. There in the community, you'll be able to work with people that I've trained for over 20 years now, very gifted, people that can help you go inside of dream and unfold what's possible there for you. And second, every other Thursday or so, I offer a Facebook Live webinar. You can access that through Zoom or through Facebook. And in those webinars, I offer the possibility of what dream really can mean for each of us. I work with individuals. You'll see me work live on camera. And two, I discuss what I do and how I did it. I hope to see you soon. I think you'll discover a great deal of value for you personally in deepening your way of being with dream and with a variety of dream themes that come forward in each of our lives. Look forward to seeing you soon.